Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. I'm your host, Aries. Aaron is out at the moment napping. As you all know, this is a video series on fishing books. This one's going to be different. This is all about fly fishing. It says, The Freshwater Angler, Trout Fishing in the Pacific Northwest. There's also a book called Trout Fishing in the Pacific Northeast, too. This says skills and strategy for anglers or trout anglers in Washington, Oregon, Alaska, and British Columbia. This book I bought and it came from England. But I borrowed it from the library and then my copy came from England. Dirt cheap, by the way. Highly recommended, otherwise I wouldn't be doing a review. This says fishing in Oregon, Washington, British Columbia, and Alaska. It's got some really good info. It says trout and salmon basics, equipment for it, stream fishing basics, fly fishing for trout and salmon, spin cast and bait cast techniques. That means it's not just fly fishing. Techniques for special situations, resources, and photo credits and index. Now, one of my favorite, as all of you guys know, is talking about the first of all, talking about my state, Washington. Talks about, certain areas of Washington, what to fish for, etc. It doesn't talk about like all the stuff or what creeks or etc. It just talks basic about different things. Then it goes into details, Sometimes it'll talk about what certain person got, but talks about how to catch trout and salmon, how trout and salmon see things, how like this. This is one of my favorite things right here, by the way, is this salmonoid and diet and span. Talks about the different versions of trout. There's a rainbow trout, brown trout, cutthroat trout, that's a sea trout, golden trout, brook trout, bull trout, dolly varden, arctic char, arctic grayling, pink salmon, chinook salmon, coho salmon, chum salmon, sockeye salmon, and Atlantic salmon. Now Atlantic you don't get over in this place from what I understand, but it's nice to know. Then it talks about other things, spawning behaviors. Also talks about when they spawn, what the time is, because they got it down to a science. Then it talks about here another thing which people don't know about is the temperatures. What temperatures the water has to be before it kills the fish. Talks about where to find fish, trout, and etc. It's one of my favorite things. The other thing I like is the
incoming message.
Right here. The equipment page. There's a fly rod in the front. A lot of people say fly rod fishing of a trout's great. Then you have other things. Talks about right here. Fly rod, the weights. Fly line designation of weight in grains for fly lines. What weights what? You don't need a 15 weight, by the way, for a trout. But it doesn't say, right here what it is. It doesn't say what type of weight. That's the thing that I enjoy is each book talks about the various fly rods, but it goes on to details. That's one of my favorite things. And then it goes into details after fly equipment. Then it talks about how to catch fish from spin and bait cast techniques, or fly fishing for trout and salmon, how to do that, technique for special situations. This book is just all around awesome. It's The Freshwater Angler, and it's highly recommended. I bought it really dirt cheap on Amazon. I highly recommend it for your trout collection if you're a trout fisher person like I am. So with that said, I hope this review is very good. I gave you a few bits and pieces. Do I recommend it? Yes, I give it 5 stars. Hands up. With that said, as I call it, hands up. That said, please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments in the box if you like. Please add me as a friend if you like. And please subscribe and post suggestions. Thank you. And may God bless the world.